Hello, internet friends. How are we doing today? Can we all hear me? I sure hope so. I sure hope we can hear me today. How is everybody? Hello, Nurse, Joseph, Haley, Marie, Wolfie, No More Lies, Teresa, my wonderful mod, Finding Solace, Deanna, and Lynn, Jenny, Shenanigans, one of my other wonderful mods. Hello. How is everybody doing? Angel Wings, good to see you, hon. How is everybody doing today? Everybody can hear me, right? Hello, Nurse, good to see you. Can you hear me okay? Or do I need to turn up the volume? Everybody can hear me. Hello, Carol. Hello, Mama. B, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Teresa, good to see you. Hi, how are you? I did something, sorry. What'd you do? Good. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you. Nightbot. Yeah, so I copied Justin and did the Nightbot thing. So if you do like exclamation iPhone, because there's no way for anybody that has an iPhone to be able to join the members. So now it's easy. They could just go to the it's exclamation and then iPhone, and it does like a members link. Thank you so much, Unique. I appreciate that. Thank you. Who got that awesome membership? Who received that membership? Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, it's not me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So if you received the message I sent out earlier, I will be uploading all of my, let me adjust my camera here. I will be uploading all the messages, all the text, and everything under like a members thing. And I'm also working on Discord, so all of that will be in one place as well. So you guys can have that all saved. This is for the Jack and Lilly case. I have like tons of stuff and I want to share it with you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But it deletes that message that are okay. Oh, is it deleting it? Let me see. It's the first time using it, so I see that it just left. That's weird. You guys can put it in the chat too. Maybe it'll stay if you do that. I'm not really sure. Huh? Joined your channel on iPhone. Thank you, Jam Jam. Thank you. I know some people have like a members like button on their live, but I don't see it on mine. But maybe I'm not doing something right. Who knows? I do see it on some. Yeah, it hasn't been a pause. You're right. Hi, Betty. Jenny, good to see you. Hello, Carol. Hello. Good to see you all. So what does that say, Carol? No. All right, Nightbot, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, Nightbot. Here, we'll put Nightbot in timeout. There we go. Nightbot is in timeout for being. I don't know how to set it up. So all I did, it asked me to go to like nightbot.tv or something, and then you connect it to your channel. It's not supposed to do anything other than just like help with like a member link as of right now. So I'm gonna have to mess with it. Thank you. Hi Harley, how are you? Jam to the jam. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. Time out. I know it was doing that on Justin's chat last night too, being moody and menopausal. My ears like puffy today and stuff, so I can't even like hear out of my naughty Nightbot. Yeah, bye Nightbot. If it acts up too much, I'm gonna have to disable it. But I wanted to go over. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna have to send me to a padded room because today while I was out, I listened to 2 hours, the full, complete audio of Janie's voice messages. I don't know why. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I saved the clips and stuff, and I have the full audio on my channel here. So thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you. Brandy, hi. So I am crazy, D. I'm like seriously crazy. And my ear, it hurts so bad, guys. Like it hurts so bad from listening to her all day. And so I notice things every time I listen, and I'll like, save bits and pieces. So I have it all over my phone, even though on my channel I have all of her I have all of Janie's voice messages, but they're not in order like Charmaine. So Charmaine's channel, she has Janie's voice messages and they're all in order. So what I did is I timestamped them all today in her channel. She's probably gonna think I'm crazy, but it helps. Hi Joy, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Doo-doo-doo. Jenny, good to see you. So today I'm going to be going over inconsistencies, and I am trying to match up everything with. We never went over Daniel's interview with DT's channel, and I want to pop in and go over that and point out the inconsistencies that I have heard throughout that interview. So I even wrote them. I even wrote them down. So if you guys remember on the first day, guys, Janie and Daniel both didn't take their phone on the first day. Okay, they didn't take their phone out, and Daniel's reasoning was because he didn't have any internet out there. And okay, you don't have any internet, but this generation, okay, like you have like generation Gen X, you have millennial, you have, what is it, Gen Z right now, okay? Even the baby boomers, like before Gen X. Nowadays, everybody takes their phone with them, no matter what. The phone is, thank you, Shan, you're awesome, thank you. So everybody takes their phone with them nowadays, right? Do you guys take your phone with you? Thank you, Shan. Do not use capital letters or periods or Nightbot will punish you. It's in a mood. I love that. Bad Nightbot. So if you don't take your phone with you, put a 2 in the chat. If you take your phone with you everywhere you go, put a 1 in the chat. Like we have become so accustomed to bringing our cell phones with us, like everywhere we go. I am so bad that you guys know this. I bring my phone everywhere. I was cleaning my bathtub out, and I don't do this now. I keep it on the counter, but it kills me. And the bathtub was full with water because I'm cleaning out the jets and stuff. And I dropped my cell phone in the water. And remember when I posted, I was like, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't make any videos. My cell phone got wet. Thankfully, thanks, guys. So, yeah, most people bring their phones with them, right? So, most. So, this makes me wonder, even if it doesn't have service, I'm sure you can go somewhere out there and get some kind of, like, you could call 911 is what I'm trying to get at. Addiction for me, honestly, my info. Yeah, same. Everybody's info is in their phone. Their life is their phone. I'm not the only one in the world that does not have a cell phone. Joyous, you're probably the most sane out of everybody then. But think about it. Like, most people do this day, though, especially like Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z. And is there one after that? I don't know. But especially the Gen Z era and millennials. So I would categorize Malaya and Daniel to be in the millennial category, right? So anybody born like 1980 and on until like the early 2000s is a millennial. Someone that turned like 18 or 21 around the year 2000. So why didn't he bring his phone with him? Now I could see Janie maybe not bringing her phone, but Daniel, like, that's just odd to me because number one, he went out there to search for the children. Okay. He went out there to search for the children. And what if he found them? What if he found one of the children or found the children hurt? What is he going to do? Like, he needed to call 911 or an ambulance or something if he found them hurt out there, correct? So why not bring your phone, guys? That's a red flag to me. It just makes no sense at all. I made a video like just recently, and I picked out some more inconsistent statements. And Daniel, one of them is Daniel on the Drunk Turkey show. Basically, yeah, most people bring their phone everywhere. Basically telling Daniel from the DT show that he went, after he checked the kids' forts, he went down 289 to Landsdowne Road, turned around and went down Landsdowne Station Road and came back up the 289. And he parked by the marsh in front of their house, correct? Do you guys remember what? Hey, Justin, good to see you. Getting myself together. I am not together today, I'm telling you. I'm legally insane now from listening to Janie for 2.5 hours today. Again. But think about it. He didn't, because in Janie's statement that I'm about to like play in a minute, she said that Daniel met her up on the old road in Malaya's vehicle. And I'm going to play that. So why didn't he tell this to DT? I find that to be a giant red flag there. Give me 1 second. I dropped my paperwork here. And I know I have notes in here I can read, but I like writing everything on paper because I'm like a weirdo. So he met her on the old road. And we're going to go play that real quick because it just doesn't make sense. And then we're going to play Daniel on the DT show, guys. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get this ready. And all righty. Put this up here, add a stage. And I'm up there too, right? All right. So there's 3 different inconsistencies in this statement that we're about to listen to. So get ready. All right. Here we go.
Noticed is Janie talks about meeting Daniel up on the old road. Yet Daniel states in the Drunk Turkey Show that he went the complete opposite way, and then he parked Malaya's vehicle on the side of the road by the marsh.
I cannot tell you. I did not look at my phone at the time. I just know that after I heard the kids, I dozed off again, and then my dog woke me up. I can't tell you the time in between, but I know that when I left here, after I seen Malaya standing out there and asked her what was up, and she told me that Jack and Lilly were missing, and I said, how long? She said about 20 minutes. After that, as I said, I came in, got my boots on, and I went up the hill, and I met Daniel, as I said, up on top of the old road just above my RV. So if you look at the map, or the aerial view of my place, I don't know if it shows you or not, but if you look at an aerial map of it, you will see an old road just up the top of the hill here. So,
does everybody know where the old road is? Hi, Enoch. Good to see you, honey. Sasha, good to see you. Does everybody know where, you guys know where the location of the old road is? If you do not, I can show you. I can show you where the old road is. So let me just pull up some maps here, and I will show you where the old road is. So let's go to Google Earth, because it works on this computer. Doesn't work on my other one for some reason, but it works on this one. Give me just a second. I'm going to load. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Give me just a second. It's taking just a second to load. I got like 100 different tabs open. Okay, let's search it here. 1407 Gairloch Road. Just easy for me to do this because, all right. All right, come on, pull up the maps. Explore Google Earth. All right, there we go. All right, let me remove this, and I'm going to share the old road with you guys. Google Earth, share. All right. So let me zoom out a little bit. Actually, I need to zoom in. I don't know why it didn't save my little drawing. Did it look for this one? Hold on. There we go. Oh, shit. All right. So this is Jack and Lily's home. Can everybody on the right-hand side? Yes, exactly. You could see the outline. You could see the outline. See this outline here? Matheson, let me zoom out a little bit more. Where's that? No, that's Matheson East Road. This is. But this the old road. And in one of her messages, Janie states, did my Nightbot, come on. Nightbot, stop it. How do I get rid of him? Hold on one second. Remove as a standard. I think I removed Nightbot. He's being rude, so. So basically, Janie said that she walked up the side here. I wonder if she crawled up the ladder to get in there. Do you guys think she crawled up the ladder that's like just laying there? Anyways, so she said she walked up the old road. And remember, there was a tree. And she walked all the way around. Walked all the way around till she came back out to the 289, okay? Remember that? All right. And then somehow she came back in where the kids, they have the forts. Now she's saying that Daniel met her up on the old road. But Daniel said in the DT show that he went the opposite way. He said he went this way, just like this, turned around, come through. You're on timeout, Carol. Oh my gosh. I got Nightbot. Oh my gosh. Nightbot, go away. Hold on. Let me remove. Can I remove him again? Put user in timeout. There we go. 24 hours, Nightbot. Bye. I'm sorry, Carol. What is Night? I don't know how to get. All right. I'm going to have. I put him in timeout, so he shouldn't be bothering anybody anymore, hopefully. There you go. He was timed out for 24 hours, 86,000 seconds. No, your sound is getting loud. Okay. So this is the marsh that Daniel Martel told DT that he parked next to. Because I'm sorry, Wolfie. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Anybody else timed out right now? Or Nightbot is bad tonight. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. All right, he should be gone. I got rid of Nightbot. Ron Mexico Nightbot. Okay. So when Daniel said that he parked here, so when the heck did Daniel meet up with Janie, guys? He must have met up with her within the 30 seconds, or he met with her before he went into the woods. Okay. In this message, I'm going to let you listen to it longer. Janie says that it was about 5 to 10 minutes after. It was about 5 to 10 minutes after hearing Daniel scream is when she came out of her RV and saw Malaya standing there. And in her statement, in her documents, she says that Malaya was standing by a rock pile in the yard. Rock pile they have in the driveway. It's pretty close to her RV. And just looking weird with Meadow on her hip, basically. All right, let's go back. Everybody can hear me okay? It does not cut out at different, it does cut out at different times. Here, maybe I'll try to keep my mouth. I'm using, so I didn't know there was a microphone within my new webcam. They didn't have a lot of time because Malaya made the call at 10:01. Daniel was still at the house according. Yeah, exactly. So that's why they've been building, in my opinion, building a timeline based on bits and pieces and what we have put together, in my opinion. Hello, Shelly, Malibu, good to see you. All right, now let's go back to the video. All right. All right, right there.
So when I get up at the top of the hill, I seen Daniel, and I asked him if he found the kids yet. He was in the vehicle, in Malaya's vehicle, and he said no. And he asked me if I was going with him. I said no. I said I'm going to search this area here, and I walked my property line plus a little bit more, where my RV and the trailer is, up to that top of the road. I walked up there, walked around along the old road and down, and came around by the 289, and then came back and came back up the same spot, and that would be where the kids' little forts are. Oh, and just to let you know, whatever I'm saying to you is what I told the investigators, exactly the same thing of what I heard. And
this is something I haven't caught before. Janie mentions that Daniel screamed about 5 to 10 minutes prior to Janie coming outside and seeing Malaya at the end of the driveway.
Do you guys remember here? I'd never caught that before. Yeah, I need, yeah, send me one too, Shan. Do you remember hearing Janie say that it was about 5 to 10 minutes, like, after hearing Daniel scream for Jack and Lilly, and then she went outside and saw Malaya. So from Daniel hollering from the back door, give about 5 to 10 minutes after that, because remember, she says she dozed off. Okay. So I was always wondering, like, what woke her up that morning to actually go outside? Okay. What woke her up to go outside? That always made me wonder, because she said she dozed off after hearing Daniel scream, because she thought that Daniel was hollering for Jack and Lilly to come back inside. But the thing is, guys, when you're hollering for somebody to come back inside, you're just saying, come on, guys, come back inside, come back inside. But when you're frantic hollering for somebody, Lilly, Jack, where are you guys? Where are you guys? It's completely different. You didn't know that? Joyous, me either. And I've literally listened to her statements like a million times. But every time I listen, I catch new things. I don't know if my brain shuts off at a certain time, like too much, but this time I caught it, guys. And I'm like, damn, because she says it in a couple of them. I'm like, I can't believe I didn't hear that. So, hi, Seeking, good to see you. Haley, good to see you. They didn't even knock. Yes, and that's another thing, Haley. Why now, Daniel and Malaya, this is the thing. Janie usually goes to the store with her brother on Friday, guys, okay? She usually goes to the market on Friday with her brother. Why, out of all days, did she not go to the market that day? Why? There's no coincidences. Why did you not go to the market that day, Janie? Why? I'm curious. Never heard Janie say Danny was shouting. Yeah, okay. Now listen to the rest of this. By the back door.
So this doesn't make sense, as Daniel went up in the woods. He said it took 30 seconds, went back in the house, and then he headed the opposite way from where Janie went up in the woods. Listen.
Malaya probably didn't know I was home because I usually go Fridays with my brother. And as I said, I didn't hear her yell at all. And even if she didn't know I was home, or if I was home, you think she would have yelled to me in the camper to see if I was here. I don't understand her way of thinking. Only she knows.
What about your son? Why not your son? Your son was out there first yelling for Jack and Lilly. Why didn't he go and knock on your door, since you even stated that Jack and Lilly watch TV and stuff with you? That you have had them watch TV in your RV with you. So why wouldn't your son think to go and knock on your door? Why?
That knows what she did does. I have no insight into her brain at all, or her head at all. So, your question, no, I did not see Malaya at the end of the driveway. Malaya
Can you guys hear everything okay? No, not muted. You guys can hear? Yeah, me too. Can you guys hear everything? Oh my God, no sound. All right, hold on. Hold on 1 second. This freaking thing is driving me crazy. All right. You can hear me? We can hear? Okay. Okay, for some reason I refreshed it. I don't know why. I think I have too many tabs open. All right. All right, let me rewind that so you guys can hear it. Jeez. All right.
That when I left here, after I seen Malaya standing out there and asked her what was up, and she told me that Jack and Lilly were missing, and I said, how long? She said about 20 minutes. After that, as I said, I came in, got my boots on, and I went up the hill, and I met Daniel, as I said, up on top of the old road just above my RV. So if you look at the map or the aerial view of my place, I don't know if it shows it you or not, but if you look at an aerial map of it, you will see an old road just up the top of the hill here. So when I get up at the top of the hill, I seen Daniel, and I asked him if he found the kids yet. He was in the vehicle, in Malaya's vehicle, and he said no. And he asked me if I was going with him. I said no. I said I'm going to search this area here, and I walked my property line plus a little bit more, where my RV and the trailer is, up to that top of the road. I walked up there, walked around along the old road and down, and came around by the 289, and then came back up the same spot, and that would be where the kids' little forts are. Oh, and just to let you know, whatever I'm saying to you is what I told the investigators, exactly the same thing of what I heard. And
this is something I haven't caught before. Janie mentions that Daniel screened about 5 to 10 minutes prior to Janie coming outside and seeing Malaya at the end of the driveway. So this doesn't make sense, as Daniel went up in the woods. He said it took 30 seconds, went back in the house, and then he headed the opposite way from where Janie went up in the woods. Listen.
Malaya probably didn't know I was home because I usually go Fridays with my brother. And as I said, I didn't hear her yell at all. And even if she didn't know I was home, or if I was home, you think she would have yelled to me in the camper to see if I was here. I don't understand her way of thinking. Only she knows what's going on in her head, and she's the only one that knows what she does. I have no insight into her brain at all, or her head at all. So, to your question, no, I did not see Malaya at the end of the driveway. Malaya was seen in front of my RV when I opened the door, about 5 or 10 minutes after Daniel was hollering for the kids. I opened the door and Malaya was standing in front of my RV, and I asked her what was up. She said the kids are missing. I said how long? She said 20 minutes.
Now, this is the reason why I believe Thursday evening and Friday was fabricated, and it's just my opinion, because she says that Jack and Lilly were playing with bugs and worms and stuff in this one clip, and then in the other.
Okay. So this next clip that you're going to listen to, remember, Lilly is Miss Priss. When she sees bugs, she runs. If she gets dirty, she changes her clothes. She wants nothing to do with it, okay? Nothing to do with bugs and stuff. But Jack, he's the one who likes to play with worms and centipedes and stuff like that. Now, she contradicts herself here. Listen, tell me if you pick it out when you hear it.
Clip, she says that Lilly is afraid of bugs. She doesn't like bugs or anything like that. So which is it?
Lilly is scared of bugs and spiders. The opposite of Jack. When I see them out here in the yard and there's a fly or a bug or something, if Jack gives her one of her bugs, she goes, I don't want that, or worms. She won't touch worms. She won't touch bugs at all. She gets scared of them. She runs in the house when there's a fly or something around her. So I can't see them going in the woods with bugs and flies and no. Thursday morning, they didn't go to school. I heard they went to town.
Okay.
I don't know where they went. I don't know what they bought. Nothing. And then I come out of the tray. I heard the kids outside, and I opened up the door. Jack and Lily were right out here by the playhouse. If you look at the Google map between the playhouse and the woodshed where the swings are, they were out there looking for worms and centipedes. Because when I opened up the door, Jack said, "Look, I found a worm. I found."
They were out there looking for worms and centipedes. And then Jack said, I found a worm. I found a centipede. Whoa. So both of them were out there looking for worms? What? This was on Thursday now. Remember, Thursday is the day they got home from the Dollarama, the doctor's appointment. They stopped on the way home and got poutine. I believe I'm saying that correctly. And they didn't eat inside the restaurant. They ate at home. But the kids were outside at some point because Janie says this, that she came out of her because she was working on the fence. Well, first she was covering or making a pool or something with the ground. And then she stopped doing that because Daniel was getting his tools so they can continue with the fence. Thank you, Andrea. Ground is still frozen. Ground is still frozen. Thank you. Graham, hi, good to see you. So, yeah, I know. The RCMP were there at Ron's and her brother's, I believe, on Friday. Well, they both live on the same road. So, Thursday, new pool day. Let's go swimming in the ice, guys. No, but not for a few seconds ago, huh? Thursday, she told Belinda, raking potholes. Wolfie, you know the part in Janie's messages where she goes, some YouTuber said I was digging potholes in the middle of the night and had someone drive by my property. She's talking about me. Because that's what we were told. Who was that doc's appointment for? One of the kids? If so, I believe, Tom, it was for Malaya. She was getting her blood drawn. Now, I could be wrong, but that part is definitely redacted. Probably the biggest thing is the brothers to me, the J. Hold on. And that's another thing, Drippy. Janie does mention that the children, Jack and Lily, they're talkative. She says, when my brothers or family come on the property, they talk. They said, hi, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. So I think the kids left I think they left the kids outside Thursday. They could have just completely forgot about them. But the thing is, they would have found them, though, in my opinion. They definitely would have found them. The search radius, the way they searched, I mean, they went down to Glengarry Station, which is, 5 miles away? Or it's 15 minutes drive, I think. It's 5 miles out of the way. Yeah, I agree, Jen. Especially someone that stays up to clean the house past midnight. That's crazy. And Jam, I thought about that. I thought about that. But there's, you know what I mean? She could have been. She really could have been. They would have been found at least some. I think so too. If they had walked off, ran off, there would have been some kind of trail, guys. Something. And there wasn't, other than the piece of blanket, which, in my opinion, was planted by an adult, and the boot prints. And they would have froze that night, Meep. Yes, I heard it was really cold, and it was so wet. It was so wet, guys, outside. So why wasn't there any other boot prints or footprints on that driveway? The driveway is like a muddy mess when it rains. Why is there no footprints on the driveway? I don't understand that. What about other adult footprints? I want to know if there was other adult footprints on the driveway. Or maybe that's what Janie was doing at night, covering it up. I don't know. Speculation only. She could have nothing to do with it. But that's just really odd to be doing that. Even if you're smoothing the ground out for a pool, early May, some of the trees don't even have leaves on them yet, guys. It's crazy to me. Why, hold on, it's moving so fast. Oh, why isn't she running around her depression, not being on the public eye? Guys, they all know what happened. Kids may have gone out early Friday morning. I honestly think they either got into something or were given something because they were so hyper and would not go to bed. And the evidence was burned, like backpack, boots, stuff like that, was put into the wood stove to get rid of that evidence. That's just my speculation, my opinion only. It's not proof or nothing factual. It's just what I think what happened. All right, let me stop blabbing and playing the rest here.
And I found a centipede. I said, good boy. I said, you keep looking.
I think so.
Then I went out. I started raking up the yard here for leveling out for a swimming pool for the kids because I was going to put one up this year.
In this next clip, I find it quite odd because Janie was out on the four-wheeler with Justin, and she says that Malaya had called her earlier on. It was around 3 or so in another clip, not this one. But she does mention that. And then she mentions that Malaya had called back because Janie didn't answer the first time around. Janie talks to her and she rushed back. But she said she wasn't sure why. She rushes back, and when she gets back, she thought that they had found the kids dead.
Okay, listen to this.
Wouldn't Malaya have told her that over the phone if that was the case when they spoke? It doesn't make sense, right?
Malaya called me on my phone.
All right, guys, before I play this part, check this out. Remember when Janie was out on the four-wheeler? So we found out that the four-wheeler, she said Justin went, this was the original statement. Justin had went and got the four-wheeler, okay? This is when pretty much everybody was arriving. The RCMP were already there. He went and got the four-wheeler, which is close by, I'm guessing, probably maybe like a couple miles away on Landsdowne Road, okay? And Janie and Justin were out all day Friday, all day Saturday on the four-wheeler, right, guys? Hi, Golden. Good to see you. Haley, good to see you guys. Nancy, good to see you. So they were out all day, Friday and Saturday. Now, Saturday, Janie supposedly had her cell phone. She had her cell phone with her. iPhone, okay? I'm saying iPhone because Malaya has an iPhone. And what can an iPhone message to iPhone do? So if you don't have service, usually if you're messaging somebody from an iPhone, you could still do iMessage, okay? iMessage. Now, it won't work with Android. I mean, it might now. I don't know. But iPhone to iPhone, you could do iMessage if your service is out. Right, guys? Right? So Janie supposedly has her phone. She's out on the four-wheeler with her son, Justin. She gets a phone call around like 3 or 3:30, right? Okay. She doesn't answer because she is talking to a woman with her child on another ATV or four-wheeler or whatever. She knows it's Malaya. Okay. She knows it's Malaya, but still doesn't answer. Malaya calls back around 5-ish, 5:30, before the briefing. This is right after the altercation happened, okay? With the whole rugs in the bathroom and Daniel. Now listen. Janie speaks to Malaya on the phone around this time, but yet doesn't know why Malaya wants her back. So Janie says that she gets back and she puts her arm around Malaya. She goes, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Did you find the kids dead?" You just spoke to her on the phone. How do you not know what's going on? So I don't know if she was hiding about the fight thing, because we heard that Janie tried to attack one of Malaya's family. There was a whole giant issue with that. But why say that? That's just odd to me, guys. It's so odd to me. All right.
And I called her back, and she told me to get back here as soon as I could.
Get back here soon.
I don't know what was discussed between her and everybody else. I just know when I got back here, I went up and she was crying. I put my arms around her, and then Haley and I think it was Shelby, I said, I'm not sure, started accusations. I wasn't listening because I was so upset, because I thought that she was calling me back to tell me that the kids were deceased. I said dead in my statement to the cops, but I'm sorry, I mean deceased. And then the next thing I know.
Okay. So let me pause this so it doesn't go to the next
feed. I said, good boy. I said,
sorry about that. Let me remove. Janie mentions in one of her voice messages that Malaya has the same phone as Janie, which is an iPhone. They have the same phone, iPhone. So it's not an Android. Her and Janie have the same phone. Yeah, my ears are killing me, and my chair keeps going down. Let me fix it. Jeez, a malfunction here. I don't know what's going on with my chair, but I keep going down, 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 down. Yeah, my ears are killing me too. Like, it feels like there's air or something in there. Remember, Durwood and J and D were setting up the script to blame M and deflect the suspension. Yes, and that's another thing too. Janie goes on to mention some stuff about the children. I would, the children must be going through hell right now, not knowing where's mommy, where's Daniel, where's Meadow, you know what I mean? Like, not, why is she saying that for? Like, do you know where the children are? Why say that? If she has no idea where the children are, why are you saying that? You know what I mean? That's odd to me, guys. Jen, I think they did this for the CBC interview. Did what for the CBC interview? Did I miss something? Jeannie was a covering tire truck. I think she could be, yeah. It was all scripted. I believe it was all scripted. Thursday evening into Friday morning, in my opinion. All right, I want to show you something. So remember, Janie was talking about Malaya's mom showing up right after the RCMP did. And I know Sean, you remember this, right? And she's like, I don't know how she got here so early when they live in Wentworth, which is like, I guess, an hour and 30 minutes away or something like that. I know, I talk with my hands, so I have my hands down here. So basically, she kept saying that Cindy showed up early and that she probably could have called her when she was at the house. There was this big thing about it. Now we found out that Malaya called her mom at 8:30 that morning. So this would have been like 18 minutes before, 18 minutes before Janie called her brother, right? Nightbot's out the door, guys. Don't worry about Nightbot. Nightbot, he's gone for the night. He's in timeout for a couple days because I don't know what his deal was. A poll on which one? What do you want me? I don't know how to do a poll on here. Let me see. How do we do a poll? I know how to do a poll on the post. I don't know how to do that. Let me see. Notes, banners, media. I have to figure out how to do a poll on there because I've been wanting to do one and I keep forgetting. Finding Solace on replay mode. All right. Now I want to show you something. And this is the screenshot of Cindy's mom's Wentworth. There was a rug bust there just before the kids went missing. When arrested. Oh, very interesting, Tom. I will have to look into that. I know there was one. Maybe it was Wentworth. Was it April 28th or something when that happened? She had a reason. Everyone knew about the fight. MMV Daniel, he's been scripting. It's just crazy. I wonder. Yeah, I don't. Man, it's just nuts to me. All right, let me show you. All right, can I show you this? Where Malaya's mom. Where is it at? Hold on one second. I'm looking for. Oh, I think I know what happened here. Let's see. So control F. Yeah, so that would be Cindy. There we go. So Malaya, okay. Let me share this with you guys. Share, Facebook, share. Okay. All right. So this supposedly is Cindy, which is Malaya's mother's phone timeline. Okay. It doesn't show the 8:30 call that Malaya made to her that morning, guys. Okay. It doesn't show that. It just starts at like 11. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's blurred. 11:33 on May 2nd at 11:33 a.m. There was a missed audio call from Malaya. And she told her mom, park on the side of the road. And then at 12:01, Malaya's mom says she's on the way now. Malaya writes back, okay. And then they had a video call, 2 minutes and 31 seconds at 12:08 p.m. A call back. And it says on May 2nd at 12:24, Mom Cindy says, send an Amber Alert. She's telling this to Malaya. So it might be why Malaya was insisting on an Amber Alert. Remember, Malaya at first was saying, oh, I think they ran off into the woods. And then she changed it to an Amber Alert. Maybe because her mom was saying this. And Cindy says, tell the police to send out an Amber Alert. And then that's all it just shows right here. But you think maybe that's why she changed her mind on that, guys? Because remember, she kept saying that they went into the woods, right? You think so? Other than adding a bad judgment, I don't think rugs have anything. You don't think so? I think maybe I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's go to, now I want to go over to Daniel's interview. I have not went over this with you guys yet. I've been wanting to. I still want to go over the documents, which I have right in front of me now, the 500-page documents. But I have them there too to see if there's any more inconsistencies in this interview. And I noticed a lot today while just browsing after listening to Janie. So let's go through that. And hold on one second. Stop screen. Sorry, I'm a little slow today because I'm just ugh. All right. And I'm gonna give him credit. I want to give him credit again. Did it? Oh, let me rewind it. Holy moly, right there. Stupid. All right. All right, I'm going to add it to stage. And then how did, here. Let me give him credit really quick for this. All right. So this is DT's show. And thank you. All right, let's see. I'm going to put his thing here. I think I can pin it up. Nope, whoops. Mods, can you pin that up there? Every time I try, it wants to take me to the channel. Maybe I can do it like this. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I got it. Thank you. I'm sorry. Wait, is that his? I think that's his. Yeah. Hi, Mama. Good to see you. Guys, is this okay? So this is the drunk turkey. Here, you know what? Let me just get rid of that because I don't know what link that is. Joyous, thank you so much. You're fabulous. You are fabulous. If you guys received the membership from Miss Awesome Joyous, please tell her thank you very much. She's fabulous. All right, I am going to, let's see, I'm just going to put his channel name in here. And channel. Okay. So I think I could do it like that. There we go. Is that how we did it the other day? Okay. So we are going to go, yes, Joyous is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. So let's go here. All right. I'm going to start it here. And when I find inconsistencies, I'm going to like stop it. You need to adopt me. I'm only 49. Jenny, she adopt me too. I think Tom, he's just going by the documents, like by just black and white. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't heard all of Janie. I don't think so anyways. I can't speak for him, but it seems like maybe he hasn't heard all the voice messages. He hasn't seen all the texts and stuff. So, but I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. A lot of missing people in those. Yeah. There seems to be a lot of that going around, like rug issues. Limbs were found a year or two ago. Must be. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Hi, Bonnie. How much intimidation and influence do the Martell McKenzie's? I don't know, Bonnie, but literally, like we were saying yesterday, their whole family lives in the Landsdowne area, guys. That's crazy to me. You guys are funny. Thank you, Finding Solace. Here, I'll put yours up because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. There we go. Did I do it right? All right, thank you. All right, let's start this. And I'm going to stop. And then let me see if I can.
Yeah, I hear you. I know there's been some activity recently. There's been some dogs in the area. They've been doing some searches. I know that that has been on your property. They looked at your property. So I know that there's still movement in the case. Right now, are you confident in where the investigation is going?
It's a little bit different from my point of view versus, the public eye. But right now I'm fairly happy with what they're doing. I mean, they're pulling out all the stops. I mean, cadaver dogs took a long, or human remains dogs took a long time to come in, but I mean, everything's falling into place like it should. It's just the amount of time that's passed. It's just, for some people, it's not fast enough.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's a sad situation. Jack and Lilly went missing in May. I couldn't imagine how, you guys were feeling in the moment of having the kids missing and then somewhat like the entire world turning against you. How has that been for you guys? Has it kind of calmed down? Has things gotten worse here recently?
No, Daniel, it never calms down. Some of those Facebook groups, they're absolutely relentless every day.
What?
Yeah, and I mean, it appears to me, at least,
Yeah.
when I look through the
You guys are
RCMP
good.
documents, I look at what the investigators have done and what they have said flat out. That sounds like they've cleared you guys. Have they told you guys that specifically, that they do not believe you guys are suspects?
I don't know if I should say this or not, but they came out and told me and Mom privately, like probably almost 3 months ago now, that we know that you guys had nothing to do with it, and we know that you guys have no involvement with the disappearance.
Yeah. Well,
And it wasn't just one investigator that told us; it was multiple different times privately. So it wasn't just one investigator out of the blue that said it.
And has it always been that way, or was there a moment, maybe perhaps in the beginning, where you felt that that wasn't the case? Maybe perhaps their eyes were on
You
you.
can zoom.
I'm not sure. I think for the first month they were pretty dead set that we need to investigate Daniel a lot.
Look at the tongue when he.
I mean,
Okay, I want to point something out to you guys. This drives me insane, and I know everybody has a baseline. And I'm not a psych major or anything like that. My daughter is, though. My daughter is a psych major. She went to school for it. I pay for it. But she's got her bachelor's in it. But just from me doing like strategies and stuff like that, like seeing patterns, I do that. But she's a psych. But I'm telling you, everybody has a baseline. But I notice when something is distasteful to Daniel, that tongue comes out. And that usually happens when it's like a subconscious thing that happens. Like he probably doesn't even know he's doing it, guys. Okay? Just we all have our little quirks and stuff about us. But every time something is mentioned that is distasteful in his subconscious, that little tongue pops out. Pop, pop, watch. I know I'm like stupid.
the amount of interrogations I did, and with the sheer amount of, well, I mean, I was pretty upfront with everything. I was cooperative with everything, so it kind of made it easier for them too, right? They didn't have to get any warrants. They didn't have to dig for anything. I mean, I handed them my phone. I asked for the polygraphs. I asked for everything.
Right there. Oh, geez. I can't pause it fast enough, guys. I asked for the polygraphs. I gave him everything, yada, yada, yada. And then it was distasteful to him, in my opinion. Distasteful.
Yeah. I mean, usually when somebody cooperates as much as you guys have, and law enforcement is looking into it, if they're looking at you guys as some form of suspect. And if you're looking at somebody hard enough and you're pulling all the stops and you're not finding something, that's usually because something happened there. So, let's back up. Let's go and start from the beginning. The kids missed school before their disappearance. A lot of people were looking at that in a suspicious manner. I know that they were seen on camera the day before they disappeared. So the fact that they were missing, as weird as it was, as far as the timing goes, doesn't necessarily mean something nefarious happened. But tell us, why weren't they in class?
Well, I know Wednesday they had what they call a PE day, which is kind of like an in-service. And so no children attended the school that day. And then on Thursday, Lily had a cough. And I really didn't know if Malaya was going to keep them home for Friday, but kind of turns out that she.
So when he said Lily had a cough, his tongue came out too. So it must have been something he disliked about that, or knew that it wasn't true. Or maybe them being kept home, he didn't like that. I don't know. It's just something he didn't like. Hi, Jules. Good to see you. Yes, Duper's Delight. Exactly. So it usually means something that they don't like, distasteful, right? So when a baby, like, think of how a baby works. When you give babies peas or a food they don't like, what do? They stick their tongue out. Now, when you're nervous, this could also happen. I noticed that I know this is funny, my dog. Like, so if you squeak a squeaky toy with her, she starts licking her lips, like most dogs will, because it worries them. Think about it. When you squeak the little squeaky toy, dogs start licking their lips because they think it's one of their babies, especially like a female dog. They think it's one of their babies and they're wondering what's wrong with one of my babies. You know what I mean? So it makes them nervous. Oh, I have so many thoughts on this interview. I can't wait to hear what you have to say, Jules. All right. I can't believe I haven't went over this yet.
He did. And when I woke up that morning, like I wasn't expecting the kids to be home. I seen Lily poke her head into the room a couple times that morning.
Yeah.
And she didn't have a cough. She wasn't sick, not like the day before. So
See, the tongue came out again, just slightly, not like the day before, and it came out slightly. So it's telling me something's making them nervous there, or distasteful there. Now I want to bring up something before we go on. Remember, Daniel said that one of the RCMP detectives had spoke to him, and they sat inside like maybe Janie's car or something. And the detective asked Daniel, would you had sent Lilly and Jack to school if they didn't show up, if they weren't missing? And Daniel replied back, yes, I would have. That right there is, like I said the other day, it's a perfect question, because supposedly they only briefly witnessed Lilly coming in and out of the door, right, guys? They only witnessed Lilly coming in and out of the door, just popping her head in. And that is wishy-washy too, because they were supposedly sleeping. Okay. But because Lilly came in and out of the door, it woke up Meadow. Malaya supposedly got up out of bed, grabbed Meadow out of the crib, and brought Meadow into the bed with her. Okay. And then she said Daniel was still sleeping. But didn't he say he was awake because Lilly came in and out? So it's just so confusing. It's like a mind melt, guys. Like, seriously. All right, let me
I wouldn't really have kept them home, because they were kept home a lot because they were sick a lot during the school year.
we're sick a lot.
But
Allergies, or is this like what's
no,
going
they just had low immune systems, Daniel.
on? Okay.
I mean, for like the first, I don't know, like 11 weeks of school, they were sick each week. Not they brought home COVID and stuff like that. Well, but you can't expect a kid to be perfectly healthy when they're hanging out with other children, right?
That's
Yeah,
true.
no, that makes sense. And so it sounds like she was pretty bad the day before she went missing on Thursday.
Yeah, she did have a cough, but I was never expecting Malaya to keep them home for both days.
And so that was Malaya's decision then to keep.
Yeah,
them
of course.
home.
She woke up that morning, on the morning of the disappearance, and marked Jack and Lily both as absent at 6:17 and 6:18 a.m.
Good deal.
Lick slip,
And so
could
the
just
last
be
time
because
that
he's
they're
a guy.
seen is on camera the day before. What happened the night after they're seen on
Yep.
camera? What was that night like?
41 days, Jen.
The night they were seen on camera, they were seen on Thursday. They were seen at Dollarama, and then we went to Acropole. We got some food and then brought it home. When we got home, it was a little bit before 4:00, and I went outside and helped Mom work on the fence. It took me a little while to find all my tools and stuff.
That makes him nervous.
Then
See him pull his shirt. I went outside and helped Mom work on her fence. He starts grooming himself, pulled on his shirt. Something made him twitch there. Just watching.
after I got my drill and everything else, and I helped Mom work on the fence for quite a few hours, until it was just coming on to dark. And then after it was dark, I went outside and I
8:17.
came back inside. What I remember, the kids were sleeping, but
There's a
when
time.
you're looking back in time, Daniel, it's hard to, kind of remember everything and get a feeling for how the night really was, because it just seemed like a normal night, right? When I came inside, I thought the kids were asleep.
That's the thing, though. He came inside around 8:17, 8:18 at night, correct? That's the time that it got dark in Landsdowne, Nova Scotia on May 1st, correct? That's the time that it got dark there, right, guys? Yeah. Thank you. So if Lilly and Jack did not get to sleep until 10 o'clock at night, you literally were up with them for almost, an hour and 45 minutes in the same trailer. How would you not know? How would you not know the two children were in bed or not? That's so odd. He mentioned 8:17 p.m. and then 6:17 a.m., which then he changed. Oh, Jules, you have no idea. This case will make you pull your hair out, literally. It's crazy.
And I could have swore they were sleeping, but it says in the documents that she had them up till 9 or 10 at night.
So someone's.
I don't remember them being up that late, so I'll tell you that.
Were you looking at your phone or your watch at what time it was every few
Yeah,
minutes?
I mean, I got a watch on my arm the whole time, and I never look at it, man. I'm always grabbing for my phone.
It's not uncommon unless you're like something specific.
Always grabbing for my phone, even though I have a watch on my arm, which tells me he brings his phone everywhere, probably even into the bathroom when he's in privacy. He probably brings it everywhere, just like most of us do. So why didn't he bring it that morning out there to search? I don't understand that.
What happens and you look at the time at that specific time. I know a lot of people are looking at certain times where I think they were asleep by 9:30, and then the documents say 10, and like, oh my God, there's 30 minutes here.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a wild expectation for people to expect to remember things, especially on, like you mentioned, on a night that was pretty normal. But that night, what time did you go to bed?
I went to bed actually a lot later than Malaya did, I think. Like, Malaya was already asleep when I came into bed. I remember flicking on the light for the kids at 12 at night, or a little bit after 12, so a little bit after midnight, and both of the kids were.
I think you guys all know my opinion on that stupid thing right there. Like, I'm sorry. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I'm not trying to be mean about it. Who turns the light on a 4 and 6-year-old or any child? Because he was not sure if the children were going to the school the following day. So why the hell are you going to turn the light on them while they're sleeping? I just don't understand that. I cannot comprehend that, guys. Like, I don't understand it. Oh my gosh, especially children that have a high, like, they're very hyper and like on the go constantly and stuff like that. Why would you risk waking them up? What was so imperative for you to check on them? Did something happen to where you were worried somebody was going to grab the kids or do something to the kids? Is that why you checked on them at midnight? Or did that even happen? That's
fast asleep under the covers. So, but I never get a chance to see what clothing they were wearing because the blankets were up on them, right?
And they have a
Did you
split
see
room.
the backpack?
Tongue came out again.
I don't remember the backpack, the strawberry backpack, but that was always in Lily's room, right?
Okay.
Like, that was always in Lily's room. Like, she never took it out of there, right? That was her backpack it wasn't a school backpack. I know a lot of people think that.
Did you guys hear what he just said? That backpack was always in Lily's room. I thought Lilly and Jack shared a room. I thought they shared a room. Right? Am I right or wrong here? That backpack was always in Lily's room. So it's just Lily's room, it's not Jack's room? I'm confused here.
But she actually had a pink LOL doll like for school, and that was her. And the backpack she ended up taking was the one that we bought for when she
She
took
ended
to her
up
grandmother's,
taking.
right? Which would be Cindy Murray.
So when she goes on trips, this was the backpack for trips.
Yeah. She didn't take her school backpack. She took her one that she takes on trips.
She took.
Interesting.
Trips or overnight trips.
He specifically says she took. So usually if you know what I mean, like if a child is going with someone, you'd say like she brought, right? Not she took. I don't know. That's just weird.
Or to go to visit, she would use that backpack.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so what's the layout of the house look like? So
Well, the layout of the house is we have the bedroom at the very end.
Okay.
And then we have Lily and Jack's room and my other kid's bedroom.
Is that my child?
And the bathroom and the kitchen and the living room.
Boys.
Okay.
So
how many bedrooms is that?
3 bedroom.
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms. And I know some people have asked, like, Lily and Jack, they shared a bedroom. Was there a reason why one wasn't in one room and one wasn't in the other?
Well, my other kids are in the other bedroom. I mean, it really didn't matter if but I know my daughter Rain and Arlo, they like to be in the same bedroom. And
guys, I am such a dork. I'm looking at his video and I see someone say, right at Daphne, hi, good to see you. And I'm like, I remember watching it like maybe for a few minutes when it was live, but I was like getting ready to go to bed or something. So I haven't watched all of this, guys. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not my chat because it's on his screen. Oh my gosh, this is adorable.
They like to play together, right?
Yeah.
So, and it was a lot different from my other 2 kids, not having like
look right here
any other kids involved like with me and being a family before this, right? So it was kind of new to them. It was kind of new to Lily and Jack as well, especially with the new baby coming in too. So it was a little bit different for everybody.
And so your other children, they weren't there that night, correct?
No, they weren't. They were there the weekend prior.
So relative to where Jack and Lily's bedroom is to where you guys sleep, how close is that? Is that
it's actually the next bedroom over. It's actually the next bedroom over.
And you guys mentioned that you guys could hear them throughout the morning. Is that correct?
Yes, I actually did hear. I know when it says in the documents that we heard them in the next room over, like in their bedroom. I didn't hear them in their bedroom. I heard when Lily would pop in. I heard Jack in the kitchen.
Say that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I heard him rustling around in the kitchen, right? But then when me and Malaya made our way out to the kitchen, there was nothing moved. The chairs were still perfectly in place.
Grooming.
There was no chairs pulled up against the counter for them to, they usually would jump up and take food if they wanted, because kids always do that, right? They would go into the fridge. They would go into the other pantry and grab food if they wanted. Like they had unlimited food if they wanted to grab it. And, they would go into the fridge, take yogurt cups and eat them or cereal or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but nothing was moved, Daniel. Nothing was moved.
And now they're being loud-ish. I mean, loud enough for you guys to hear them. Yep. Your other daughter, Meadow, she was there though, right?
Yeah, she was actually laying beside me with Malaya.
Okay.
Did you guys ever, or did Malaya ever?
So, I just said this earlier. Lily, when she had come into the room, I guess the children, I guess, playing or something, woke up Meadow. So Malaya said that she had got up because Meadow sleeps in the same room as Daniel and Malaya did. So Malaya got up, just grabbed Meadow out of the crib and supposedly brought her into the bed, guys. Supposedly brought her into the bed. But this is never mentioned at all. And this
tell the kids to be quiet where they were waking up Meadow at any point with their noise.
In that morning, no. But when Lily poked in, I did go shh. Like when she would come in the room, because she always woke up Meadow. Same with Jack, but I mean that's what kids do too, right?
Yeah. And so some folks are saying that they may have walked out the back sliding glass door. That seems like the only logical explanation for them to have exited the house. You had something on the front door, correct?
Yeah, on the front porch where there's the front porch door, and then there's the inner door on the front. And I know for 100% they did not go out through that door. So, because when I went and got the keys and tried to come back into the house, couldn't get into the front door, right? I had to go around from the back. And then I went out through the
When he came back to go inside the front door, he couldn't get in. But he is the one who put the wrench there in the first place. Wouldn't he have remembered that he put the wrench there the night before? Why would you try to go back through the same door that you put the wrench there, right? Like, I don't understand. Like, you don't remember?
front door.
Gotcha.
So that's how I know they did not exit through the front. They exited out through the back sliding glass door.
Now, I've read in the documents that Malaya said something to the effect that the kids didn't always close the door behind them when they went outside. It kind of made it seem like there was times that they did. Is that accurate, or was that something that when they went outside?
I mean, the percentage that they would actually close the door behind them, it's very minimal.
But they haven't done it in the past, though, correct?
It's usually, I mean, Daniel, even I don't close the door all the way sometimes.
Because it's heavy.
Oh, okay. And so it was all the way shut.
Yeah, it was all the way shut. I mean, fully all the way shut.
That is weird.
So,
Mm.
and and some of the investigators, when they were here, they came all the way down to the bedroom, sat on the bed, and we had a dead quiet. And they tried to open up the door. Well, I think it was Mom who went out there and opened and just closed the door, and you couldn't hear it from inside the bedroom, sitting on the bed with the bedroom door shut.
Yeah.
So,
is the door heavy?
it is heavy, but when the kids got their hands on it, they would have to put both hands on it and they could slide it closed.
Okay.
So it is
Now-
possible for them to close it. They just need to, work at closing it.
Now, so you wake up because there's been some time that you guys haven't heard the kids anymore, correct?
I woke up when Malaya woke me up. I'm pretty sure it was her who woke me up because we both kind of like woke up at the same time.
Mhm.
And I remember her saying, as it says in the documents, she said,
Wait a minute. You both woke up at the same time, yet Malaya said that she woke up, grabbed Meadow out of the crib, and brought her into the bed. Right, guys? Or am I crazy here? I'm gonna play this. Let me look for these. I'm pretty sure she said them in her messages to Sunny or something. Let me see.
I don't hear them. But the craziest thing was when I woke up, it was in the first 5 seconds that she said, I don't hear them. And usually you would have to wait a couple you know what I mean? Or like 30 seconds or something like that, because it could be in the fridge, because that's usually what everything goes quiet when they're, grabbing food or doing something, right?
Yeah. And so she wakes you up. Would you have noticed?
Well, I think she woke me up, right? We kind of woke up at the same time, but I really don't know.
Ew.
Would you have noticed if she got out of bed?
No, I would have been sleeping. I didn't even know she called the kids in absent until I got the email on my phone.
Well, I mean, you woke up when Lily popped her head in, right? So you were.
Yes, I did. Because there's a lock on the door, right?
Yeah.
And I heard like the lock rattle.
So do you think though that in the time that Lily popped her head in, and that woke you up, it alerted you a little bit, and the time that you fully woke up, do you think you would have been able to tell? Would you have the ability to tell whether or not Malaya got out of bed?
I don't know. Do you want to say that over again for me? So I get I was just plugging in my phone, so I didn't hear you correctly.
No problem. So if you already have been woken up, Lily's popping in, so you've already woken up to a certain extent, maybe not fully awakened, but you've woken up to the point where you've acknowledged that the child has come in and out. Do you think in that moment, maybe not earlier, maybe not early in the morning, but from the moment that you were awoken, from the time that Lily popped her head in to the time that you were fully awake, do you think that Malaya could have gotten out of bed without you noticing?
Tired.
I think she could have, but you have to remember too, the baby was laying on her arm as well.
Oh,
So like the baby was sleeping on top of her right arm.
so it's unlikely that she got out of bed.
I mean, it's unlikely, but it is possible. I mean, anything's possible, but I
Yeah,
think
where's-
Meadow may have be woken up when she's actually moving.
Meadow was in
Gotcha.
the crib.
And
But it
so,
is possible, Daniel. I mean, anything's possible. This case is just an absolute circus. So
Well, you
anything's
guys made
possible.
it that way.
so she wakes up.
All right, I'm going to pause this for just a moment, and I'm going to take you over. It's not the one I was looking for, but it is Malaya's messages. And she's telling Sunny about that morning. Just give me a second, okay? We'll go back to that video. Hold on one second. This is, oh my gosh, I got the stupidest mouse here. All right. So this is Malaya's messages. And let's see. Malaya says, I heard the kids in the morning. Yes. Daniel was sleeping beside me the entire time from 6:18 a.m. to around 9:40 a.m. when I woke him up because I no longer heard them in the bedroom. But if you remember, Daniel said that he heard them in the kitchen, right, guys? Right? Or did we just hear something else? Okay. This is the best estimate I can give at the moment because I was in and out of sleep, dozing off that morning. I then called the police at 10:01 a.m. and she says their bedroom next to us. I wasn't aware that they went outside, as Janie said. But the thing is, the kids went outside all the time. Janie said that she watched the kids all the time. She was the one to text and call Malaya and say, hey, Jack has no shoes on. Jack has no jacket on. All right, hold on. There's some more, guys. Give me a second. Hold on. There's one more. Where did it go? Oh, wrong way. All right. Here we go. In the morning, Lilly and Jack got out a couple times, but I would always get a call from Janie saying the kids were outside. I would then bring them back in to get breakfast. For some reason that morning, I never got a call the kids were outside. I don't know why. She was the last one to hear them. But Malaya, Janie usually leaves to go to the market that day. Don't you know this? Daniel thought his mom had went to the market. So all three of their stories just don't make sense, guys. And then Malaya goes on to talk about the app. I have an app called School Messenger with a password Daniel doesn't know, and that is how you mark your children absent through the app. I mark them absent at 6:18 a.m. My alarm goes off at 6:15 a.m. So how did Daniel get a confirmation email? And then this one is just her showing the school where she marked them absent and stuff for each day. I swear there's one saying the blanket. Oh, here's the one about the blanket. I don't know why you lie, but my family never knew the blanket was in the garbage, nor did they know Lily's blanket existed, especially my friends. Daniel gave me an ultimatum when I was pregnant with Meadow to drop my friends or he would leave me because he said they were a bad influence. So I did. He allowed me to talk to one friend, but we didn't talk often. Yes, I want my babies found as soon as possible. I want them home. I need them. I'm desperate. All right, hold on one second. Yes, fair. I don't see what she's saying. No, it was a bit, but Cheryl was mostly talking to her. Okay, hold on one second. I swear she says something about getting. Oh, maybe it's in the document. Hold on one second. All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna read this and add the video back. And I'm gonna look through the document so you guys don't have to. There we go. All right. Let's see what else I can catch here.
You wake up. What's the first thing that you do?
First thing I do when I wake up is, I mean, Malaya's right beside me, and she says, "You like hear the kids?"
All right.
And then I listen for a few seconds. I said, "No, I don't hear them." So first thing I do is when I don't hear them, I get up and I, get dressed, and me and her make our way out to the kitchen. And this thing I still find odd to this day. I told investigators this is Malaya didn't look in Jack and Lily's room when we went up, when we walked to the kitchen, right?
Okay.
So I found that odd because we both walked up together up the hallway to the kitchen. And then I poked my head I looked into the living room, didn't see the kids. I ran back to the room, looked underneath their beds and stuff, didn't see them. So then we made our way outside, right? Malaya stood in the kitchen when I was running like a moron through the house looking for the kids. And we made our way outside. We got through the fence, and then we're standing right in front of Mom's RV. And
oh yeah,
she asked
Deborah.
me, should I call 911? Right? That's kind of instinctual. You want to do that.
You told her to wait a minute to call 911, Daniel. I have that text. Well, first you said excuse me. There's a text where you said, yes, effing call 911. But on your interview, the sit down interview, you told the lady, the news lady, that you said, wait a minute, just wait a minute. Let me go check. But yet Malaya called them because he even says like something about he doesn't remember she was on the phone still with them when he came out of the woods, but that only lasted 30 seconds.
Right.
Right.
Because we don't hear them out in the yard. We never see them in the house. We don't see them in the backyard. I didn't know if Mom was even home or not, right? Because I thought she might have went with my Uncle Ron.
Mm-hmm.
So she's on the phone with 911. I run up into the woods where the cabins are.
Wait.
Back to the room, looked underneath their beds and stuff. Didn't see them. So then we made our way outside, right? Malaya stood in the kitchen when I was running like a moron through the house looking for the kids. And we made our way outside. We got through the fence, and then we're standing right in front of Mom's RV. And
Mom's RV,
she asked me, should I call 911? Right? That's, kind of instinctual. You want to do that, right?
Right.
Because we don't hear them out in the yard. We never seen them in the house. We don't see them in the backyard. I didn't know if Mom was even home or not, right? Because I thought she might have went with my Uncle Ron.
Mm-hmm.
So she's on the phone with 911. I run up into the woods where the cabins are and look in the cabins, look around the area. Didn't see them. I'm screaming, yelling, Lilly and Jack, Lilly and Jack, Lilly and Jack. And then I make my way down. There's a hill behind Mom's RV. I make my way down, and Malaya's standing there. I'm not sure if she's still on the phone with 911. She might have been on speakerphone. Then it looks like she was messaging, but she might have been on speakerphone with the dispatch. And so I say, I'm jumping in the car. So I ran inside. I tried to go into the front door. Door's locked. Ran through the back door, the back sliding door, got into the house, grabbed the key, and then I didn't take my phone. Well, I don't remember taking my phone because there's no service out there anyway. Not like I can use it. So
that's it, right?
I left my phone on the end table. I'm pretty sure I left on the end table. My keys, grabbed the keys, ran up to the Nissan Path. So I went up Landsdowne Road, and I already told investigators this, but that blanket was not there in that tree.
Which direction were you
That
heading?
would be when I'm coming out the end of the driveway and I'm going right toward Lansdowne Road, over the tracks and then hanging a hard right.
So you
how
were
did
coming the
he get it
direction that
wrong?
would have been visible to you, and you didn't see it.
Yeah, I'd be going.
How did he meet Janie on the back road? Hey, Kent, good to see you. I've got 3 different things. I got the statements, the text, the interviews, and then this interview going. Holy shit. But how do you meet Janie on the old road if you went that way and she went that way? That's why I'm confused. Like here, he just went down Landsdowne Road, back, cut through that again, over the railroad tracks, come back and parked by the marsh. I'm gonna let him finish. And then I want to bring you guys over to the sit down interview. Oh wow. Yay.
When I right at the end of the driveway, I take a right. I'm going up the road.
Across the railroad tracks and then right up of the dirt road.
Yeah, that's Lansdowne Road where the blanket was found.
Yep. Jen, you're right.
All right. So when you're running around and as you're going outside and you're looking, that gate outside, is it always open? Was it unlocked? Was it locked?
Sometimes it's open.
Was it open that morning?
I do not remember that. I don't remember if I don't remember.
Okay. And so you come
It's
around.
not hard. It's not hard to open up gates anyway. They're just slide. Like I always forget to close. My mom always reminds me, but they're just a slide and bolt lock, right?
Remember, she lets the
Yeah.
dog out.
I mean, there's nothing
The
hard
dog can
about
get
those
out
locks
if
at
it-
all.
Well, maybe not, but I'm just kind of curious because if you can unlock it and open it, but if you're on the other side of the
I think
fence
I have those
and
for
you're small,
Matt.
can you reclose it?
Yeah, you can. You can. All you do is just pull the fence close to you and then close it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so it may not be a clue there. So you're out there searching in the woods. How long before law enforcement arrived?
I was told 12 minutes,
Okay.
but then when I looked at the documentation and, asked questions and dug further, it was 22 minutes, I do believe.
And were you at the house when they arrived?
I was actually, when they were arriving, I was actually coming back to the house in the car, and I couldn't park in the driveway because RCMP just stopped in the yard, right?
Okay.
Because they were just starting to walk down and talk to Malaya. So what I did is I parked the white Nissan Pathfinder, because that's the car Malaya.
Ken, because when he got back from, so he went up in the woods. He said he ran to the kids. They have cabins there. It took like 30 seconds. He ran back into the house to grab his keys. He didn't bring his phone, got into the Pathfinder, then took off down Landsdowne Road. At this time, Janie had just come out because she saw Malaya on the driveway, asked Malaya what's up. She ran in, got her boots on and her coat, ran up in the woods, and then she said she went down the old road back through to the 289. By the time she got almost back, she could hear the sirens from the RCMP. But she said she met Daniel back through there up on the old road, but Daniel was supposedly on the other side in Malaya's vehicle, and then he parked down by the marsh. Oh my God. I feel like it's crazy. Like, geez, listen.
It was a 2017 Nissan white Pathfinder.
Right, Pathfinder?
And I parked over on the right-hand side of the marsh, going toward Landsdowne Road. There's a marsh that's right beside the house there. Probably can pull that up on the map. There's a little driveway that's right beside it. It's about 100 feet from the house.
See the little marsh right there?
Around here?
Yeah, that's actually the marsh. And there's a little driveway right on the left-hand side right there. Yep. That's where I parked in the white Nissan Pathfinder.
Okay.
So how did he?
And then when I jumped out of the car, the RCMP yelled at me from in the yard, right? Because they could see me clearly.
They didn't want him to go back out.
And they said, Daniel, don't go back into the woods. So at that point, I didn't go back into the woods. I walked over to the house and I went down. I was talking to my mother.
So Janie wasn't on the ATV yet with Justin. So Janie was at this time, she was heading back, because you remember, I could play it again. Janie said that she went up. Oh my God, it's so confusing, because at first she said she went up, she met Daniel in the woods, like before he was in the car. He was still walking. So there's been like 3 different stories to this part, guys. Like it's freaking crazy. But before I forget what I was gonna say, yeah, because the RCMP said don't search, and then it was like around like 1 or something, or 1:30, I think maybe. He said when was it the helicopters got there or drones or something, that Oliver, the guy with the Oliver on the back of his jacket, said it was okay for him to go and search then. And then he started outrunning helicopters. Yeah. Well, you. All right. Let me finish this, and I want to go to the other video.
Because the RCMP just, officers just sworn Malaya.
Yeah.
He says they were
Yeah.
walking
So
up.
they asked you to
I
stay
think
there.
he
They
want
asked
him
her to
when
stay
she
there.
was on
Did
the
they look
four-wheeler
into your
earlier.
Pathfinder?
Oh,
Or the
yes.
Pathfinder? Did they search it?
No, they didn't at all.
Yeah, Kent, she did. So this was later on. I think it was on Saturday, because Janie mentioned that Daniel's friends were there, and Daniel didn't pick his friends up until Saturday, right? So so Daniel was walking on the pipeline or the old road or something. Janie and Justin picked Daniel up. Daniel rode on the front of the ATV, and they said that they dropped Daniel off with his friends over by the pipeline, I think. God, I don't know how I can remember all this. Just when we were doing the pipeline, that was like when they first get back, they weren't allowed to go search. But I think she met him when she was just on the four-wheeler later. But they didn't have the four-wheeler yet at this time, because this was like 10, this was right then, like 10:27. He says when the RCMP just got there. So the four-wheeler wasn't there yet, supposedly. I don't even think Justin was there yet, unless he lives there. I think it's so confusing to everybody, because we've heard like 3 and 4 different stories. It just makes us like crazy now, Oh, you're not late, Christine. You're not late. Okay, I want to go to the sit down. But they found that 6-month-old baby. Hold on. Baby who? Baby Alice. Oh, that is so sad. It's just horrible. When Belinda showed up, they weren't allowed back in the woods right away, and they were allowed to go into the woods where the searchers already searched Dockside when I think she ran into him. Yeah, but in the one I just played, if you go to my videos, I did one. This is like right when, because she talks about the kids. This is Janie talking about this. Unless she's getting things mixed up. Janie says, saw Malaya by the driveway. Here, I can play it. I can play it real quick. Unless she's getting the days mixed up. Listen. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm going to have to lose this one, though. Hold on. I can only have like this, like only these windows open. I got so many dang windows open. Hold on one second. I'll find it. Because we played the video in the beginning. Oh, shit. Why did I do that? I could have just... I'm stupid here. Damn it. I was already on the page. All I needed to do was go to my channel. Hold on. Shit. Here. Because it was the last one, right, guys? How do I look for that? Hold on. Hold on. Let me look for the video real quick. I just played it. Oh, come on. Where are you at? Lily's, it's 2 days ago. Where is the stupid video I just had? Videos. All right, here we go. Oh, God. All right. I don't remember where it's at in the video, but it's only like 4 minutes long, so. Sorry, guys. I'm playing Janie again.
One thing I have noticed is
I just tell you, I did not look at my phone at the time. I just know that after I heard the kids, I dozed off again, and then my dog woke me up. I can't tell you the time in between, but I know that when I left here, after I seen Malaya standing out there and asked her what was up, and she told me that Jack and Lilly were missing, and I said, how long? She said about 20 minutes. After that, as I said, I came in, got my boots on, and I went up the hill, and I met Daniel, as I said, up on top of the old road just above my RV. So if you look at the map or the aerial view of my place, I don't know if it shows you or not, but if you look at an aerial map of it, you will see an old road just up the top of the hill here. So when I get up at the top of the hill, I seen Daniel, and I asked him if he found the kids yet. He was in the vehicle, in Malaya's vehicle, and he said no. And he asked me if I was going with him. I said no. I said I'm going to search this area here, and I walked my property line plus a little bit more, where my RV and the trailer is, up to that top of the road. I walked up there, walked around along the old road and down, and came around by the 289, and then came back up the same spot, and that would be where the kids' little forts are. Oh, and just to let you know, whatever I'm saying to you is what I told the investigators, exactly the same thing of what I heard.
Yeah.
And
This is something I haven't caught before. Janie mentions that Daniel screened about 5 to 10 minutes prior to Janie.
Okay. So what do you think about that? Thank you, Shannon. You're amazing. I appreciate you for that super sticker. Thank you. You're amazing. What do you guys think about that? Oh, hi, Cake. Thank you. Henry, good to see you. You came from Justin's? Oh. So I don't think anybody's misinformed. In my opinion, it's because there's been so many stories, so many different stories. Because like I said, I remember one that was told where Janie and Daniel met on foot up like by the kids' cabins or whatever. And then it changed to this. This was in July, I think, when Janie did her holy moly, her voice messages. And then now it's changed to Daniel went one way, mom went the other. So this is why I say Thursday and Friday are fabricated, in my opinion. All three know, maybe more than others. Maybe they all know the exact same amount. But I think they know. They have made up this crazy, and guys, if it's, I know small details change over time. Like, oh gosh, I forgot that I went and grabbed something from the dollar store, or I forgot I fed the dog at this time, but not completely changing the entire thing around. That's deception, in my opinion, guys. I'm sorry. It's deception. All right. I'm not going to keep you guys all night, but I do want to go to, I want to go back in time when Daniel did the interview, the sit down interview. This would be right after the polygraph was taken. Okay. The polygraph. So I'm going to remove Janie. No more Janie for tonight, unless something comes up. So this is my ears, I don't think. All right, let's see. All right, now we're going to CBC. Let me put their link up. Did I put their? Okay, let me change this to remove and keep us all night. I'm sorry, guys. With everything that I have, I could probably keep you for a freaking year, and I'm not kidding. Like with all this information. So this is oh my god. CBC. News, Nova Scotia. There we go. Oh shoot. How do I pin that? Okay. No. Okay, I think I did that right. All right. Justin isn't live. He will be on the other case he's covering. Oh, he's not live. Oh, he's going to be? Okay. I'll be over there as soon as I'm done with this, guys. Okay, so this is only 10 minutes long, and then we'll cut it after that, unless we find something else. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Here. All right. Let's go.
That everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanted to know like what happened. It's been from sadness to anger at this point. And I know the RCMP and major crimes are working around the clock trying to piece everything together, and I'm grateful for that. But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by, and we know at this point they're not in the woods. And where are they?
Did you feel in the beginning that they suspected you?
Of course. The stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
You felt that from the beginning?
Yeah.
But you don't feel that now?
No, I don't feel that at all. I asked for the lie detector exam, the polygraph exam. I gave them my phone. I told them I, do drug tests because there's a lot of rumors online about a drug party. Mm-hmm. I know the person that said those rumors, and it was just to take the heat off themselves.
Was there any kind of party?
No.
Was there any kind of gathering that
No.
someone might have thought was a party?
No.
Doing that.
There were no people at the house?
No. Not the night before.
Okay, you mentioned you offered to take a polygraph test.
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Yes, it did.
And how did that unfold?
That unfolded in my favor. They obviously know I wasn't lying about anything.
So they said, "Yep, great, thank you. Come in
Yeah.
for a polygraph test."
Yeah, it took a little while to set up, and
When did you do that test?
I don't know the exact date, but that would be at least 3 weeks ago, probably.
So roughly 3 weeks after the disappearance.
Yeah.
And I think most Canadians wouldn't have any idea what's involved with that. Can you describe the process? You go in and just tell us right from the start.
We go in, sit down in a big comfy chair, and they have multiple sensory pads. You have them underneath your forearms, you have them underneath your butt, and you have them underneath your feet with your shoes off. You have a sweat gland on one finger. You have a measuring instrument for blood flow that goes in and out of your hand, and you have a cuff on your arm for blood pressure to measure your pulse.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous,
Where to go? Where to go?
especially with the first
What?
question they asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
There you go. You guys see it? Is it paused on there? Hold on. You guys see it? Why is this not working over here? Oh. There it is, guys. Is there new info? We're going through all the inconsistencies, yeah. So that leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
That was the first question they asked you.
We're nervous.
Yeah.
What went through your
All right,
mind when someone's asking you that question so point blank like that?
All right.
Your
Find
mind
some for you guys.
has a massive release of chemicals, I guess you would call them. Just, it's like your stress levels just
Forgot what I was gonna say.
astronomically through the roof, and your body doesn't know what to do because it's not every day the way you're hooked up to machines in an interrogation room where someone asks you questions like that.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lilly and Jack. Are you accessory to the murder of Lilly and Jack? They were all.
So all of the questions assumed that the children are no longer alive.
Dr.
Yeah.
Vaughn is up.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere? Could
No.
they be somewhere?
No.
The police have done a number of polygraph tests. They've done 53 formal interviews. Do you know who these people are?
Yeah.
That's a lot of interviews.
It is a lot of interviews. A lot of them are my family, people that live in the area. And those interviews, typically, my interview was 4 hours. And a lot of the interviews from my family were 1-2 hours. So there's a lot of time taken up and they ask detailed questions.
Do you know who else actually took a polygraph test?
I mean, I do, but I'm not going to say anything that's going to impede the investigation.
Okay. When did you find out the result of your test?
Immediately right after.
What did they say to you?
You did a good job. You passed.
And how did that feel?
Good.
And did you feel that there was any further suspicion on you after that point, or was that sort of conclusive?
No, that was really when I seen the turning point for it's starting to taper off with investigators.
Do you know if Malaya has taken one?
I don't know if I can say it, but I will anyway. Yes, she did take one.
Okay, she took one. Do you know the result?
No. RCP wouldn't let tell me I asked.
You said you feel like everyone in the world wants to know what happened to Lilly and Jack.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think this is getting so much attention?
Well, just the mysterious and nature of everything and how strange everything is. The RCMP, you know, I mean, they have to keep a tight lip on everything, but there's a lot more that meets the eye with the case.
Is there something that you think the public doesn't know that you can share that you want the public to know?
That's a hard one because I don't want to impede the investigation in any way. It is still a missing persons investigation. It hasn't pivoted to any type of criminal investigation. But the kids were seen the day before. I know a lot of people didn't know that. I still see a lot of stuff online that the kids could have been missing for days. They were out of school for days, and they were seen in the Glasgow area on camera the day before this appearance in the afternoon.
Where was that?
Listen,
I don't know if I can say that, but it was near the Highland Square Mall.
Was it with you?
It was with me, Malaya, Meadow, and
listen, what he's gonna say.
Lilly and Jack were there too.
And are the police aware of that?
The police were aware of that.
Were.
Do they have that video?
Yes, they
So
do.
that's the surveillance.
I also talked to my coworker in the parking lot as well, and he verified that with investigators as well.
He verified with investigators as well. I also talked with my coworker as well, and he verified with investigators as well. Well, Daniel, the thing is, your friend Edmund said that he didn't see you till 11 o'clock, but you weren't at the dollar store until after 1. So what's up with that, guys? What's up with that? Look, Edmund. I'll look for him. Right there. Hold on. Here we go. Let's go over to... Shit. I'm sorry. I've got so much stuff. Let's go over here, and I can prove that. So, here we go. There. So this is the document. And if you guys can see, I'm going to kind of like highlight it because it's kind of light. On May 8th, they went and took a statement from Edmund Dixon, who was the co-worker of Daniel Martels, who saw Daniel, Malaya, and the kids at, it should have said at Dollarama on May 1st. Okay? And then it says the following is a summary. Oh, where is it at? Here it is. Edmund Dixon said he worked with Daniel at the sawmill and saw him at the Dollarama parking lot between 11:30 and 12:30. It says a.m. Do you see that? Do you see that? Why does it say a.m.? That's quite odd. On May 1st, they had a conversation for about 5 minutes and discussed enjoying their time off work. He also saw Daniel's girlfriend and their baby. He also saw other people inside the vehicle and heard the children's voices. Okay? He saw other people inside the vehicle and heard children's voices, but did not see who was actually in the back seat. So why or how would he see Meadow, Malaya, and Daniel, but not see Jack or Lilly? What's going on there, guys? What's going on? Kind of confused. And the time, now, I guess they made a mistake with the AM. Maybe they made a mistake with the time. Do you think that the detectives made a mistake with the time? Do you think they typoed that bad? Do you guys think that the RCMP would typo this bad? That's crazy to me. I don't know. But Malaya, her they literally did not. I'm going to show you right now, guys. I'm going to show you right now. They were at the Dollarama later on. So how could Edmund see them? Like, I just don't understand. How could he see them? Right? Look. Good grief. There's so many buttons to click to show you guys something. Look. Look at the Dollarama, guys. Let me find the area. Right here. They were at the Dollarama between 1:44 and 2:36 p.m. So how the hell did Edmund see them at 11:30 to 12:30? Can someone help me out there? Yes, this whole storyline is high pink roses, by the way. So I can understand, like I said before, him giving like a guesstimate or something. But with something so important as 2 children missing, and they said on the 8th they spoke to this guy, so it was only like not even a week later. How did he not remember? Like, how did he not remember? And did the RCMP ask him, like, what were you doing there? Were you shopping? Were you just going there to do something else? Hanging out in the parking lot? Were you meeting somebody? Like, what were you doing there, right? I think there's something sketchy there. I really do. I kind of have an idea, but I'll leave it to myself. All right, let's watch the rest of the video on the news. Lies like a rook, right? All right, guys. Let me remove this, and we are going to go back and finish this video, the news conference one, and then we'll finish up the rest of DT's tomorrow with the interview, because that one's really long, guys. And my brain is like fried. It is fried. Where am I at? Right here. All right. I don't know why there's so many buttons to press. All right. There you are.
So for all the speculation, they were gone days ahead of time, or they were seen the afternoon on camera before
Yeah, something there, but
the disappearance.
Why do you think the police are asking for video dating back, days before that?
Well, the reason for that is they want to see the traffic of the vehicles on the roads in the area, right? Maybe vehicles that were traveling that area a lot over the last few, vehicles we're seen in the area, like local people that are, making frequent trips past the house, or which it's all considered evidence. I mean, the more pictures and videos is the better.
They say they have hundreds of hours of video.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if they found anything on those videos?
I think it was up to 2 weeks ago, they had footage that they examined for evidence. So that was after a month. That's how long it took to get footage and review it 8 kilometers out. So
but what's on the video?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm only limited by what they tell me.
How often are they in touch with you?
Investigators now, I'd say maybe once every 5 days. And usually I'm the one who calls or messages them.
And how's that changed over the course of the 6 weeks?
Well, from the beginning, it was almost daily, tapering off to where it's only like once every 5 days now.
And how do you feel about that?
It's good and bad. I mean, I like to talk to them in person about any little small details I come up with or anything I can try to bring to their attention which may help the investigation. So I don't get to see them often, so it's always over phone or messaging, and it's hard to really convey what you want to say when you're not in person. But then I also know the eye's not on me. The investigators don't see me as part of the disappearance.
How do you know that?
Well, when you're going from daily to tapering off every 5 days, I mean, I already gave them everything on my phone. I'm the one who originally said, here, take my phone. Go through all my banking information. We'll go through all my stuff on my GPS from Google.
And you were off right
Yeah,
from the
I
beginning.
offered everything.
And why were you doing that?
To show them that I want to get the investigation moving. I know I have nothing to do with any of it. A lot of speculation is you killed the kids. We'll just come out and say it straight as it is.
What do you think when you read that?
It's a lot of nonsense, obviously. I know the truth. I didn't kill Lilly and Jack. And I just think a lot of people online they're seeking drama. That's the main thing. Everybody's allowed their own opinion, like I said before, but it's hard on the people that were actually there and missing the children. Still haven't got to see any of my kids, including Lilly and Jack, and that's been really tough, going from a family of 7, including my other 2 kids that live in Halifax now, going from a family of 7 in the blink of an eye, your family's ripped apart and you're left alone.
All right, that was CBC. I don't know why it keeps changing my format here. That was CBC. It would be, oh my gosh. It would be misstated or misreported in the documents to go with a timestamp on the video. That video is what is important. Yeah, I'm just saying that did they mess up the time that Edmund actually saw them at the Dollarama? Because that's completely off. That time is from Malaya's GPS map. And then you have he said that he only saw Malaya, Meadow, and Daniel. So who was in the car with Lilly and Jack? That's odd, right, guys? That's odd. Travel, it was a typo in the documents. Oh my gosh, the chat is like way up here and I'm way, jeez. So as fortunate. Yeah. He would just deny it. It's just crazy how I feel that the story has changed so many different times, like with the like Thursday, Friday, it all just, it's just, whoa, it's too much. But all right, guys, I've been on here for like 2 hours. It's been so much fun. I have like so much other stuff to show you too, but holy moly, I need to give my brain a rest. There's some great YouTube channels. Apparently there's some, I hate AI. I'm sorry. Like, I hate like how the AI makes up stuff like in the video. Like, it's okay to use it for like, I don't know, like the thumbnails and stuff, but like doing your whole video and making up is stupid. I like authentic. I'm very surprised Daniel Timu necklace didn't choke him. Timu necklace. Really there, maybe the 2 other children. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, how did he, well, I mean, he said he just heard children's voices. So, I mean, it could have been with other people, though. You know, to go, everyone. Good night, Seeking Justice. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Jennifer, thank you. And Vic, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shannon, you are awesome as well. All of you are awesome. Thank you. Mods, you guys are great. Kent, thank you so much. Lori, Sandra, you guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll send you guys some Tylenol in the mail. Live at Learning. I feel like I've been studying this all day, guys. Finding solace. Wait, whoa. Holy, how did the chat jump like that? In Canada, child abuse can get up to 14 years assault. It should be life in prison if you abuse a child. Bless Mac, thank you. Like, seriously, if you abuse a child, it should be life in prison. That's ridiculous. Or an animal. Yes, they're actually really, because they ended up being, yeah, the surveillance, they were there. And also on Malaya's map too. Remember, guys? Like, Malaya's here. Because Malaya's, oh my God. Malaya's GPS shows that they were there at a certain time. Look. Right here. So that with the surveillance footage shows that they were there at right here, 144 or whatever. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Angel, thank you. Finding Solace, you're amazing as always. Me, Wolfie, Lily, Nancy, Budwitz, Sean, and Stallcat. Good night, Seawood. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I hope I didn't give you guys too much of a headache tonight with all of this overload. Yeah? Eye for eye. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. You guys are amazing. And we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Lily, thank you. I appreciate all of you. You're the bomb. You're the bomb. I'm going to start dropping like everything I have into like the posts and stuff. And I'm still working on the Discord. It should be done shortly. Hopefully. Like I got like 50 different things I got going on. I'm trying to get it all out for you guys. Thank you. Angel, you're awesome. No cheese balls. Yeah. Thank you, Melody. Thank you. Betty, thank you so much. Yes, there you go, Betty. Rabbit holes. That's what it is. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. If you guys so kindly hit that like button on the way out, I would so appreciate it. Thank you. And mods, you guys are amazing. Love you guys. Always do such a great job. And members, you guys keep a lookout for all that stuff I'm about to overload you guys with. I promise I won't do it tonight, though. Daphne, no, the headaches come from... Oh, God, I feel like I gotta go release air. Thank you, guys. You all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the super stickers and the memberships and all that. Angel, thank you so much. Mods, mwah, thank you. Thank you. We're only a reflection. Oh. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for joining tonight. We'll see you later. Yeah.